The Republican presidential debate had a clear winner, and that was in the person of Vivek Ramaswamy. He absolutely wiped the floor with these contenders. I don't even know what they were actually doing up there. Every time this man got a chance to answer a question, he was poised, he was ready, he fired off, and he came out swinging. It's clear to see that the others, they didn't even come close. And if you want to know how bad it is, just listen to the answers on the support for Israel from him and from everybody else. You will see that there is a clear distinction. And if you want to know what that distinction is, look up a video by Cynthia McKinney about the pledge that members of Congress were asked to take. Look it up. Cynthia McKinney. Just type in Cynthia McKinney pledge. You'll find out why everybody on there was kowtowing except him. But let's take a listen because I think he did really well.
Your case, why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer to the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you. And frankly, look, the people there cheering for losing in the Republican Party. Think about who's moderating this debate. This should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership, asking questions that GOP primary voters actually care about and bringing more people into our party. Do you think the Democrats, and we've got Kristen Welker here, do you think
Yo, he's even destroying the panel. This dude came out like Mike Tyson.
Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, I mean, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go. This is how we get our country back. We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story. And they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Accountability.
Let me turn to Governor Christie.
How do you get TikTok banned if you use it?
Well, I want to laugh at why Nikki Haley didn't answer your question, which is about looking at families in the eye. In the last debate, she made fun of me for actually joining TikTok while her own daughter was actually using the app for a long time. So you might want to take care of your family first.
Leave my daughter out of your voice.
The next generation of Americans are using.
What did I say? Shots being fired. Nikki Haley, better watch out. Them copper jackets coming at you.
And that's actually the point. You have her supporters propping her up. That's fine. Here's the truth. The easy answer is actually to say that we're just going to ban one app. We got to go further. We have to ban any U.S. company actually transferring U.S. data to the Chinese. Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, got a...
Yo, she had no response. You're just scum. Really? That's what you'd say as the president? Nah. You can't get this job. I'm sorry.
$5 million bribe from Ukraine. That's why we're sending $200 billion back to that same country. The fact of the matter is the Republican Party is not that much better. You have the likes of Nikki Haley, who stepped down from her time at the UN. Bankrupt or in debt was her family. Then she becomes a military contractor. She joins the board of Boeing and otherwise, and is now a multimillionaire. So I think that that's wrong when Republicans do it or Democrats do it. That's the choice we face. Do you want a leader from a different generation who's going to put this country first? Or do you want Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels?
All right, Mr. Ramaswamy, thank you.
And so to frame this as some kind of battle between good versus evil, don't buy it. And I'd like the likes of the sharpest of the war hawks on Ukraine, Nikki Haley, to have some accountability and answer. Do you want to use U.S. taxpayer money to fund the banning of Christians? That is actually what's happening. They're using the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. They have banned them. The Ukrainian parliament just did this last week, supported by our dollars. And I think you owe it to the American people, Nikki, to at least this one time at least condemn.
Thank you. That's time.
At least to condemn their banning of Christians.
Mr. Ramaswamy, thank you. Mr. Ramaswamy, thank you. We asked the questions.
What we need to do is stop using our military to protect somebody else's border halfway around the world when we're short right here at home. Get serious about protecting this border. And then the other thing that hasn't been discussed is the northern border. I'm the only candidate on the stage, as far as I'm aware, who has actually visited the northern border. There was enough fentanyl that was captured just on the northern border last year to kill 3 million Americans. So we got to just skate to where the puck is going, not just where the puck is. Don't just build the wall, build both walls. Can't just complete the wall, use the military to seal the Swiss cheese for the tunnels that they're actually building underneath that wall.
Thank you, Mr. Ramaswamy.
Listen, Vivek obviously came prepared to do battle. He didn't pull any punches. He came out swinging. Now, this is the first time I've actually seen him like this. Now, regardless of what the polls say, the debate was clear. Just based on the answers that everybody gave every time they came to him, he was ready. Now, I don't know if you want to say he's been prepped. A lot of people in the past have said he's a plant, whatever the case is. I like his style, and I like where this is going, because he sounds like the most viable option. Let's just be 100% honest. When you are throwing literally billions of dollars to Ukraine, to Israel, are you aware that the American public is responsible for paying that debt? Why? Because the government says you should. It is not really your responsibility. It's a U.S. government responsibility. Nobody asked you to borrow all this money to send over there, because that's what they're doing. They don't have this money. You understand that, right? They're getting all this money printed by the Federal Reserve Bank, taking it out as a loan, sending it over there. These countries don't pay that money back. This is why the debt ceiling keeps rising and rising and rising. I have no idea what it currently is, but they expect you to pay it back. Tell me, what exactly is Israel doing for America? What is Ukraine doing for America? Somebody explain to me, what is it exactly that they're doing? Most of the products we have in this country come from China. But all these other candidates are talking about China and, oh, China's just China. Listen, if China stops selling us their products, we're screwed. We are screwed. Vivek was the only person on stage who seemed to have some sense. I like Scott's take about taking it back to being a, faith-based and God, because it's obvious the Democrats, they don't want you believing in God, right? That's the first thing from their mind. They do not want people centered on the spiritual and physical. All they want people to do is the physical, right? No credence to the Creator, none at all. Just lip service. So I like that point of his. That was good. But apart from that, this guy was the star of the show, hands down. So obviously we have to wait and see where it goes, but I really liked his performance. I think he did really well, and he called a lot of things out. And him putting Nikki Haley on blast, I think that was spot on. I don't know how it's going to affect his rankings or his ratings among, wishy-washy Republicans, but for me, he got my vote, man. After last night, I'm really liking what I'm hearing. I don't know what's going on with Trump. I don't know how they're going, they try to throw him under the jail or whatever the case is, but Vivek came out shining, came out swinging, and I think he had a bunch of knockouts last night. Not TKOs, just straight KOs, like hard hitting Mike Tyson style. So kudos to him, man. He did an awesome job. Anyways, that's all for now, guys. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, of course, for the YouTube algorithm or whatever social media that you're on with me, and share it with everyone you know. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.